Every once in a while, it's good to do a legal checkup on yourself to see, just like if your health is in order, if your legal documents and your legal life is in order. Today, I want to talk to you about several things that you should check up on. If you want to check once a year or every 6 months, that's a good idea. Sometimes maybe it helps to meet with a lawyer. Here are some things that will help you to assess whether you are in good legal health. First, do you have an estate plan? Estate planning refers to being prepared to pass away. What happens with your assets? What happens to your kids? What happens to your home, your property when you pass away? What happens to your debts? Who pays them? Who takes care of it? All of these are things that you can take care of with good estate planning. Estate planning doesn't just deal with who gets your assets, though. It also deals with how your taxes are paid, whether you can reduce those taxes through intelligent planning ahead. It also deals with what happens later in life if you are unable to take care of yourself. Who would be your power of attorney, your healthcare agent? Who would be the person that would take care of any trusts that are in your name or claim assets that are in your name? All of these are part of good long-term estate planning. If you do not have an estate plan, if you don't have a will or a trust or some other instrument in place, and if you haven't thought about who would take care of you in your later years, it's really important to start talking to a lawyer about that now. Second, if you are an individual or a business, you should be asking whether you have enough insurance. If you're a business owner, you want to make sure that you have liability insurance covering your real estate, covering your actual business, and covering things that can happen to you in business. If you're an individual, you should have insurance on your most important assets, your home, your car. If you're renting, you should have renter's insurance. Having these sorts of insurance will make sure that you are protected. Insurance should protect you in two directions. It should protect if you accidentally cause harm to someone else, or if you're accused of causing harm to someone else. If you're in a car and you hit someone accidentally, this is something that it will protect you and will also not just pay a judgment, but will pay for the lawyer who has to defend you in dealing with that. Sometimes people feel like they don't need insurance because they say, I'm not going to make a mistake. Not only is that a foolish thinking, but it's also forgetting that sometimes people get sued who didn't make a mistake. Sometimes someone accuses you wrongly, and that's especially an important time to have a lawyer who can step in to represent you. Your insurance policy, if you're a business owner, can protect you if you're sued even for something you didn't do. But insurance also protects you in case someone damages your property, someone steals from you, somebody breaks into your house, somebody destroys your car. You're going to want to have insurance that will cover those damages that are not your fault. A third thing to think about in a legal checkup annually is whether or not you have enough to protect your business. So if you're a business owner, having a contract in place, having an LLC that protects your assets, having appropriate organizational structure, and also having a clear succession plan in place in case you're incapacitated, injured, killed. These are really important steps to making sure that your business is viable into the future. That's a third thing that you should be considering. A fourth thing you might want to consider about when you're doing sort of a legal checkup is what other areas of your life you might be unusually vulnerable in. Do you have a neighbor who can't stand you? Do you have a family member who's been trying to steal from you or take things from you? Do you have other thing on the horizon that maybe you know about that you're concerned about? These are things to talk over with a lawyer. Many people will neglect their legal affairs until it's a really serious issue. One of the benefits of doing a legal checkup with a lawyer is it's an opportunity for you to get to know a lawyer who will be there for you in case something happens. If you have questions about any of this, call us at Cornerstone Law Firm so that we can walk you through your options and help you with your legal checkup.